How to recover a Microsoft Exchange Server Database or EDB file. Try SysTools Exchange Recovery Software. Let's discuss key features first. Complete Exchange Recovery restores emails, contacts, calendars, and more from corrupt or offline EDB files. Advanced Repair and Decryption fixes EDB corruption and removes SMIME and OpenPGP encryption. Flexible Export Options saves data to Live Exchange, Outlook PST, Mailbox, PDF, EML, MSG, HTML, and Office 365. Smart Features supports filtering, file naming, and maintains folder hierarchy across Exchange versions. To download the software, open Google and search for SysTools Exchange Recovery. Now, click on the first link. Then click on the download button. Once downloaded, simply install the software on your system. This is the interface of SysTools Exchange Recovery Software. On the top left, click on the Add File option. Now, import your Microsoft Exchange EDB file. In the Add File window, select File. Then click the three-dot button to browse and add your EDB file. You can also import an STM file the same way. If you're unsure where your EDB file is located, use the Search File option. Simply select Search selected drive and choose Drive C, D, or E. Or pick Search All Drives for a full system scan. Now, we are selecting the Select File option, but users can choose a different option if needed. Click on the three-dot button and select your EDB file. Then click Open. If you have an STM file, you can import it as well. You will now see the EDB file name and its file path displayed. Below, in the Decrypt Email section, you'll find the Remove Encryption option. Select this if your emails are encrypted with SMIME or OpenPGP. In the Scan Mode section, you can choose between Quick Mode, which is fast but less effective, and Advanced Mode, which provides better results but takes longer. We'll select Advanced Mode for better recovery. In the App Storage Path section, there is a storage folder that stores saved report data and other software-related details. This is the default save location, but you can change it by clicking the three-dot button. After importing the file, click the Add button. After the import process, a message will appear saying Scan completed successfully. It will also ask if you want to save the scan. If you want to save it for future use, click Yes, otherwise, click No. We don't need to save it, so we'll skip this step. However, users can choose to save it if they prefer. Click No to continue. On the left panel, you'll see a list of your EDB file folders. Open them to view and check your EDB data. On the right side, you can see the contents of your EDB file. In the From column, user can see sender names. In Subject column, user can see subjects. In To column, user can see sender names. In Sent, user can when message was delivered, and in Received, user can see when message was received. In Size column, user can see data size of EML file. In the Normal Mail View panel, users can see additional email header details. At the bottom, the email message is displayed. Users can also view their messages in a vertical layout. To do this, click on Switch View, then select Vertical. This is a useful feature for a better viewing experience. The Hex View panel shows the raw binary content of a file or memory location in a human-readable format. In the Properties view, you can see detailed email header properties. The Message Header view provides additional email headers. The MIME view multi-purpose Internet Mail extensions shows details about the file format, such as whether it's an image, document, video, or audio file, based on its MIME type. The HTML view displays the email content in hypertext markup language, while the RTF view displays it in rich text format. In the Attachment section, you can see attached files, such as images, documents, or PDFs. You can also identify emails with attachments by the icon next to the sender's name. At the bottom left, you'll find various filter view options such as Mail, which displays all emails from the EDB file, and Calendar, which shows only calendar entries. There are also options for Contacts, Tasks, Notes, Journal, and Folder List to help with easy navigation. You can also convert this data into multiple formats. There are two methods for conversion. The first is Export Selected, where you can select specific EDB emails by checking the boxes next to them or using the top checkbox to select all. Then, click on Export Selected on the right. However, this method is only for exporting a few emails. Since we need to export the entire data, we will choose the second method. On the top left, click on the Export button. This will open the main export settings. Click the top checkbox to select all data. SysTools Exchange Recovery Software allows you to convert EDB files into various formats, including PST, PDF, MBOX, EML, MSG, HTML, Live Exchange, and Office 365. We will choose PST, but users can select a different format as needed. In the destination settings, the user needs to specify the path for the exported data. The default path is set to the desktop, but it can be changed by clicking the Browse button. The Maintain Folder Hierarchy option preserves the original folder structure. The Don't Export Empty Folders option skips empty folders, but to enable this, you must first uncheck Maintain Folder Hierarchy. The Use Outlook option requires Outlook to be installed on the machine. The Ignore System Folders option excludes system folders from the export. Let's also discuss the additional settings. Click on the Additional Settings button. In the PST Split option, you can split your PST file by size during export. Simply enter the size and choose MB or GB. The Date Range option allows you to set a start and end date, exporting only the data within that range. In the Categories section, you can deselect items you don't want to export, such as Mail, Contacts, Calendar, Tasks, Notes, and Journals. We'll leave these settings unchecked, but users can customize them as needed. Click Cancel to go back. Now that all settings are configured, click the Export button to proceed. Once the export process is complete, a message will pop up saying Export process completed successfully. Click OK to continue. The software has also generated an export report. The first column displays the source file name and its path. The second column, Success Count, shows the number of items successfully converted from each folder. The third column, Failed Count, indicates any failed conversions, which in this case is 0. You can save this report by clicking the Save button. Now, let's open the exported folder. Here, you can see all the folders and files, and as you can see, all data has been successfully exported to PST. And that's it. That's how you can recover EDB data using SysTools Exchange Recovery Software.
Log on to the product page for more details and to purchase the product. For any queries, email us at support@systoolsgroup.com.